costumes and a happy Halloween to you. It is officially October 31st and I really don't have any plans for today except for to just hang out, take pictures of my costumes, maybe go pass out candy at my aunt's house, but yeah, so I thought I'd sort of show you, since you've seen a little bit of the process of the making of my stripy 19th century, specifically late bustle period costume. Then I will sort of throw it on. I've done a little bit of some more subtle makeup that you can't even really see, but I've thrown some blush on and a little bit of eye makeup, and that's it. I didn't want to do anything too heavy because I'm going to be wearing a lot heavier makeup tonight when I take pictures of my other costume that you will also see. But yeah. Obviously we're starting with foundational garments. We've got my chemise that I actually made in 2019, so quite a while ago, and then my corset that I made this year, I think back in the springtime. I'm not sure. This is my first corset that I've ever made, and like I'm super happy with it. I think it fits really well. It is technically 1860s. It's the red threaded 1860s corset kit, but it's a corset. It is better than nothing. I did not have time nor the energy to make a proper 1880s corset. So we'll start with the most important part of an 1880s ensemble, and that is the bustle. I'm gonna link all of the patterns that I used specifically for this costume down in the description. The two foundational pieces are from Etsy, and then the two like main outer pieces are both from Truly Victorian. Their patterns are amazing, super easy to follow. This one was a little difficult to follow, so I kind of ended up, I guess, making up my own sort of thing. This petticoat is also from Etsy, and it was actually too short for me, and I didn't even put that into consideration. I'm very long, and so I should have known that I should add a couple of inches to it. I think if I had added just like 2 inches at least to the front, it would have been totally fine. But I didn't, so it's a little short, but that's okay because you can't really tell. If you have seen any of my other previous videos, then you know that I had totally planned for doing videos all through the month of October. Obviously that didn't happen. I think we had one at the very beginning, and this one is coming out at the very end. October was crazy. It went by so fast. I didn't have time to do anything extra. The only time that I had to like work on other things outside of my shop was this last week, because I forced myself to take a week off. Yeah, the roses were booming. I originally only made 10 to sell, and I didn't even think that I was going to sell those 10, and I have so far almost sold 150 of them. So that is more than 10 times the amount of roses that I thought that I was going to be able to sell. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's these guys. They are still available for sale. They are up on my Etsy shop. I am sort of limiting the quantity per month just so I can move on and do other things. I am planning on making Christmas ornaments in a similar sort of style to these, so if you are a fan of these, then hopefully you will be a fan of the soon to be coming Christmas ornaments. I have it in my schedule, planned to launch middle of November. So right before Black Friday, hopefully when everybody's doing their Christmas shopping, there's going to be some creepy ornaments available for you on my shop. Eveline Fletcher on Etsy, and every other thing that I have. Everything is linked below. So this is the 4-panel bustle skirt from Truly Victorian. I made it without the extra like floof in the back just because I didn't want the stripes to get kind of messed up. This part is a little unfinished. I would like to go back and add something in there, but I'm really proud of my little ruffle that I made for the bottom. I think it wouldn't have been the same if I hadn't done that. I also very, very last minute, like an hour before I had to leave, threw together this little pocket situation. It's completely unfinished, but it works. It fits. I can get to it easily. My phone and wallet fit in there just fine. I would not have survived the night if I didn't have my pocket. I went to a Halloween house show that my brother was actually playing at. It was the band that you saw probably a couple minutes ago at this point. Their name is Mom Sport. They're in Bellingham, Washington. You can follow them on Instagram and whatnot. They're playing a few more shows in the upcoming months. So, yes, go check them out. It's Blade Johnson Music. Shamelessly plugging my family members because I love him. This is another truly Victorian pattern. This is the Alexandria bodice. Check out the pattern matching. Look at how cute that is. Super proud of it. This is probably my favorite piece. I was really scared. I've never made anything like this before. I rarely ever make tops. And if I make anything that does have like tops and sleeves and stuff, it always is super simple, basic shapes. It's never anything very complicated. This is probably going to go out November 1st, so I hope you all had an incredible Halloween and an incredible spooky season. I know that even though I was a little rushed and busy, I had a wonderful spooky season. I was able to check some of the things off my fall bucket list, and I ended up making 2 costumes, and obviously dealing with like Etsy and stuff and selling stuff, and that's been just like absolutely wonderful. I've gotten such lovely feedback from people, and yeah, I'm very proud of myself for what I've been able to do this season. I would have liked to add a few more little embellishments to like the collar and stuff, but honestly, this thing is complicated enough. I think it looks fine. I think the stripes are a lot to look at, so like any extra things probably would have just gotten lost. I definitely could use some filling out here. I could have used a corset cover, but that's gonna be something that I just have to make in the future. So for my hair, I have to do something a little funky. Because my hair is so short and I don't want to wear a wig, or didn't want to wear a wig, I actually ended up doing this sort of situation. That I'm actually using these little hair combs, and I'm just sort of combing my hair back a little bit. I'm gonna go in the like bathroom and like actually fix this so it looks nice, because I feel like right now it's kind of a hot mess. And also like curl these little doodads because I did not set my hair last night. But obviously this needs to get covered up. So the final piece that I made is this little hat. This was a pattern that I got off of Etsy, and I actually used feathers for my other costume, and this I made all on Saturday. And then I ended up, instead of using hat pins, because I always stab myself and I feel like I never get them secure enough, I actually ended up just hot gluing a little comb in there. Probably could have sewed it, but didn't have time. And then this just sits right on top of that little ponytail. Hooks in there, nice and secure. And then, yeah, wish I had gloves. Thought I did, don't. I do, however, have an umbrella, which has been amazing because it's been raining like hell outside, so. We got some pictures. Hopefully I can edit them to make them look all nice and fancy and cool and pretty. I think I got a couple on there that I actually really like. Which is cool because I never get pictures of my costumes. and this is my first full historical garment, so I'm gonna get out of all of this boning, and probably just hang out in my chemise until later when it starts getting a little bit darker. And then I'm gonna get redressed and go take pictures of my beast costume.
Led through the mist by the milk light of moon, all that was lost is revealed. Our long bygone burdens, mere echoes of the spring. But where have we come, and where shall we end? If dreams can't come true, then why not pretend? How the gentle wind beckons through the leaves as autumn colors fall, dancing in a swirl of golden memories, the loveliest